Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Epstein, and I am a grateful Pro 8 with LifeVantage. And I want to welcome all of you here to this webinar. And if somebody invited you and they thought enough of you to be here, I want you to make sure that you thank them for being here, because I'm going to share some information that may open your eyes, and to the point that you might not sleep tonight with understanding what this information is. So let me start by saying, if you want to be the change, if you want to change the world, you must be the change. And I like that statement. But anyways, my name again is Michael Epstein, Elite Pro 8 with this amazing company called LifeVantage. I've been with LifeVantage for almost 11 years. This is my family. Didn't have a family like this when I first started. And the little guy with the Batman outfit there, who is almost 4 years old, his name is Mateo. And the little guy over there, who will be 2 years old, is Micah, and he'll be 2 years old in October. And that's my beautiful wife. Her name is Paloma. In September, we'll be married 21 years. Now, next Wednesday, I turn 64 years old. Yep, 64 and a new daddy. And there's some reasons why that I'm a new daddy now, because the timing is so important. And being in the right place at the right time and having choices in your life is also so important. And we went camping a couple of weeks ago up into the mountains, and I took these photos up there. And I love being a daddy because I'm the one that gets to raise these children. My little boy on the left there, Mateo, he is in private school, and Micah, they're both in swimming and gymnastics and so forth. But the reason is because I've been able to create choices. So I ask you, what are the choices that are in your life today? Can you do what you want, when you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want? Think about that. And what's the most important commodity in the world? Health. If you do not have your health, what do you have? Let me ask you this question before I even start. Let's say that I gave you $5 million and put that into your bank account, tax-free, $5 million into your bank account. Everybody that's on this webinar right now, of course you're going to say, oh, I'd love it, right? But here's the stipulation. I want you to think of the sickest day that you have ever had in your life, whether it's a flu, a cold, and let's hope not COVID, hangover, food poisoning, broken leg, whatever. I want you to think about the pain that you had to experience. Now, in order for you to have that $5 million tax-free in your bank account, you would have to live the rest of your life with that pain. Let me ask you this question. Do you still want the money? The answer is probably not. So we're going to talk about biohacking cellular aging. Our company, LifeVantage, is at the forefront of biohacking through something called nutrigenomics. But first, I want to talk about, yes, the business aspect. Let's throw the monkey in the front of the room so you understand. This is network marketing. Yes, it's called multi-level marketing. How much do you know? And how much do you think that you know about it? Because what deters most people about this is it's what they think they know about this industry, not about this industry. Let's take the 3 top companies. And I know you've heard of these 3: Amway, Avon, Herbalife. Amway, a $9 billion company. Avon, $6 billion, and Herbalife, $5 billion. Now, do you know a few years ago, Amway was a $13 billion company? What happened to it? It's called Amazon, because people now, instead of getting their Amway products, they just go into their Amazon account and have everything delivered. I can't even tell you how many things that my wife has delivered here all the time. So 40% of network marketing money is paid back to the distributors. Now, I want to talk about 4 key components. Number 1, timing. I want you to think of this. Timing, how important is timing? How many of you have been in an accident that you almost got hit? Yeah, timing. So I want an analogy of baseball. Think of this. Pitcher's up there, going to throw the ball to the catcher, and I'm the batter. As soon as he releases the ball out of his hand, I swing. Good timing? Nope. Same thing again. Pitcher releases the ball, hits the catcher's glove, and I swing. Good timing? Nope. But if the pitcher throws the ball and my eye watches that ball and that ball meets my eye right at the bat, perfect timing, hit the ball, home run, perfect timing. Timing is everything. Products, consumable products, products that somebody would order every month. We're not selling something that you buy once, like water filters are great, but if you buy a water filter, how many water filters are you going to buy? 1. So timing and product, consumable products are very important. A compensation plan that pays the brand new person, the part-time person, the full-time person, and the big-time person. That's very important. But what's so important as well is having the right mentorship and leadership to help guide you to understand this system. So if we look at the world today, some of the biggest trends, health and wellness, life extension, it's going to be the next $1 trillion industry. And what's going to carry it? Direct selling, network marketing. It's very important. This was on the front of Time magazine. Can Google solve death? Think about that. How about The Economist? Cheating death. How about Discover magazine? Science of aging, of living to 100. Me being 60 and 62 years older than my kids, trust me, I want to have longevity. National Geographic, the DNA revolution. So let's look at timing for a moment. Being at the forefront of nutrigenomics is a very powerful thing because most people don't even know what it is. Now, do you know that 90+% of all companies, whether it's network marketing or mom and pop stores or even big stores that open up, 90 to 95% fail within the first 2 years? Yeah, 2 to 5 years, I should say. Let's give them a little bit of a break. Critical mass, when someone knows something about a company, that's when everybody jumps aboard. And then sometimes it gets to the point of too late. Think of this. When did Starbucks start? What year? I can hear you yelling it out. 1990, 1995, some of you might say 2000. How about 1971? What if you can go back in time and in 1972, you buy $50,000 worth of stock? Timing would have been perfect. The same thing with Apple. Many companies, if the timing was perfect for you, things would have been different for you. In network marketing, if there is 150,000 distributors in any company, that's when it starts hitting critical mass. But here's the thing. We are in over 20 countries. We have 80,000 distributors worldwide. We are at the forefront of nutrigenomics and biohacking, and we are the biggest kept secret. In network marketing, 450,000 people join a network marketing company each week. And it says 182, but it's over $200 billion industry. The NFL does about 9.5 billion. The video game industry, 67 billion. The movie industry, this is all prior to COVID, of course, 80 billion. And the organic food industry is $91 billion. Network marketing, 200 billion. And remember the quiz, 40% paid back to the distributors. Fulfillment, payroll, training, legal, and flexibility. Own your own time. Now, what do people usually do in the world today? They're sharing their life on Facebook. How many people do you know that you know now are TikTokers or doing Instagram consistently? And the way that Uber was before, now there was a big shift. People quit their jobs about 1.5 years ago. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, driving Uber thinking they have it made until this pandemic hit. Then nobody wanted to get in people's cars. Airbnb, nobody wanted to share houses with people. Those things collapsed. Amazon used to be a book company. Now it's the biggest company in the world, $1 trillion company. So nutrigenomics, the latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or a newly discovered supplement. It's your DNA. And that's from the Today Show. And here's something else from Fox News. Nutrigenomics is changing everything. Where we once thought we were powerless is now an area over which we have at least some control. The ability to use nutrition to affect our genes means that we are no longer at the mercy of our DNA. And nutrigenomics is going to be a $17+ trillion industry. Now look, we're almost in 2022, and that's supposed to be by 2023. Things are happening quite fast. What does this mean? When you are being hijacked, when your genes are being taken over and you have something called oxidative stress, it depletes the body. We are physically, emotionally, biochemically, the toxins, the EMFs, and the allergies are taking over our bodies. What if you have the ability to biohack? What if you have the ability to flip the switch on inside your body and become the best version of yourself? Who wouldn't want that? See, a lot of people look at this information like this, and they listen like this. But I hope you're listening loud and clear. Would you like to be able to take over your own biology? Would you like to optimize your genetic potential? Would you really love to become that best version of yourself? And using nutrigenomics is one incredible way to be able to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a video clip. So I don't have to explain all of this stuff to you, because let's say that you relate to this and it resonates with you. You're going to say, I could never just talk about the stuff that Michael just did. But let's see if you can all go like this. You can all go like this and go like this and push play. You can play this video. It's going to be an ABC investigative report with John Quinones, who's an Emmy award-winning anchor. And he's going to talk about how this started. And then you're going to see a brief clip afterwards, how NRF2 activation is so vital for all of us. So pay close attention. If you got a seatbelt there, put it on.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can we scoop? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body.
Leading to disease.
Leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. And so you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me? But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result, my level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease?
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression. But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety. For more, go to our website at abcnews.com.
Protandim NRF2 is protected by 7 U.S. patents. Major universities and government agencies initiated and continue self-funded studies following the ABC Primetime Investigative Report you just viewed that originally aired back in 2005. These studies continue to reveal more scientific evidence about Protandim NRF2's unique benefits and to evaluate how this anti-aging breakthrough can prevent and improve many of the problems associated with aging. The next video will bring you up to date on what happened next.
Free radicals are naturally occurring molecules that can cause serious damage in your body. If free radicals are allowed to overwhelm your body's ability to fight them, they can adversely alter lipids, proteins, and DNA, triggering a number of health concerns. Fortunately, scientists have made a remarkable breakthrough that promises to give your body a natural aid in the fight against free radicals. It's called NRF2 activation. And according to researchers, it's a powerful process that stimulates antioxidant production and can wake up your body's ability to stay healthy. Understanding NRF2 activation begins with understanding how oxidative stress caused by free radicals affects your body. Free radicals are a natural result of your body's metabolic processes. Under normal circumstances, your body also produces antioxidants, which neutralize free radicals and limit the damage they can do to your cells. It's a bit like having a factory in your cells that produces enough antioxidants to keep the free radicals under control. But exposure to X-rays, ozone, cigarette smoke, inflammation, air pollution, industrial chemicals, and even exercise can overwhelm the body's natural responses to free radicals, allowing them to wreak havoc on your cells and your health. Over time, the damage to your cells and DNA turns off the power in the cell's factory, reducing our ability to create antioxidants and leaving us vulnerable to premature aging and health concerns. Fortunately, science has given us the ability to turn the power back on. NRF2 activation. NRF2 is a protein messenger that binds itself to DNA and is a master regulator of the body's aging process. Through the study of nutrigenomics, scientists have discovered that certain phytochemicals found naturally in foods turn on our ability to create antioxidants to combat aging and preserve health. Protandem is specially formulated with an optimal blend of these phytochemicals found in foods like turmeric and green tea. This patented blend is formulated to turn on the NRF2 biochemical switch that creates and releases the antioxidants your body needs to fight free radicals. And what do scientists say about NRF2 activation?
Look at this.
In just the last 10 years, researchers have published more than 500 studies about the power of NRF2 to activate your body's natural response to free radicals. One recent peer-reviewed study from Washington State University calls NRF2 activation one of the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthroughs in the history of medicine. For more than a decade, LifeVantage has been the leader in developing effective natural NRF2 activation supplements like Protandem. We're excited to share the power of this breakthrough to create a healthier life for you and your loved ones for years to come.
At the forefront of nutrigenomics. Now, first, I found this online. If you could see that, look how John Quinones looked and look how he looks. Yes, he still takes Protandem. I played that on purpose, and the reason why is this. Because if I spewed all of that to you, you'll again say I can't do what you just did. But if you can push a button and send this information to somebody, this is a way that it can be shared simplistically. Let me just put it that way. And Dr. Joe McCord discovered SOD back in the late 60s, superoxide dismutase. It had an odd function of scavenging these free radicals. This video aired in 2005, and when it did, $5.5 million worth of volume or orders came through. But it was a small biotech company, and so they couldn't get the supply and demand out. So they didn't have any idea what they were going to do. It was publicly traded. The stock went from under $1 a share and shot over $20 just on a sheer speculation of what this can do. So over the next few months, they got some of the products out, but they figured, you know, we've got to do something with this. So they put it in all the stores. They put it in the CVS pharmacies, Walgreens, Walmart, and even on Amazon.com. It sold about a half a bottle per store per month for about 4 years. They were spending $5 million on advertisement. They were making $3 million, and they were losing $2 million a year for 4 years. And they said, you know what? We can't do this anymore. We're going to sell the company. So they contacted some business investors, and they looked at that ABC video that aired in 2005. And I've met a few people that actually saw it back then. They said, you guys can't sell your company. And they said, oh, yes, we can. We're losing our shirt. We need to sell. And they said, you need to change your business distribution model to word of mouth, or, you ready? Network marketing. And they said, no way, we're not doing that. And they said, listen, you've got science that nobody else has. You've got patents that nobody else has. You've got a story that needs to be told. So they did some research. The long story short is they bought the product back. They spent millions on it. They closed the doors of Lifeline Therapeutics of what it was, and they opened the doors of Life Vantage. And in their first year, they did $11 million. The test worked. Second year, 39, then 126.2 million. And right now we're just sitting under $250 million of a publicly traded company. Yes, from that little activator, but a lot of things happened. We are now in over 20 countries, and some really good things are coming around now about being able to be a customer anywhere in the world. How do you like that? So this is a $500 billion industry that we're talking about because of the products. I'm just going to briefly go over the products. So if you want more information, contact the person that shared this information and was smart enough to bring you on here. So we talked about the Protandim NRF2. There's two other pieces of that I'm going to blow your mind with. We have a skincare industry that in the skincare, it's a $221 billion industry. We have NRF2 activation in our skincare. And also we just launched a body line with CBD enhanced NRF2 activated skincare. And it is sensational. My wife and I own a hair salon, and there's an app called Think Dirty. And that app is an app where if you click on with your phone on any of the barcodes on your hair care or your skin care, it'll tell you the toxicity levels. Ours is 0s, 1s, and 2s, which is absolutely phenomenal. Pet care. I want you to think of this. Most people will spend a lot more money on their animal than they will on themselves. And the pet care industry is a $67 billion industry. We have Protandim for pets. The energy drink industry is second to none, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. That's one I'll elaborate just a little bit more, but I'm drinking it right now. This is the most amazing energy, sugar-free. A diabetic can drink this. And the weight maintenance industry. You know, people say, well, you can't lose weight. Well, we can. We have a visceral way of burning fat through a citrus base. And again, we have a prebiotic, we have a probiotic, and we have a postbiotic. So again, I'm sorry here. So let's take a bigger in-depth look at this. Until Life Vantage, there was no solution to effectively lower oxidative stress. No amounts of fruits, vegetables, vitamins, or special antioxidant potions or tablets would help protect our bodies against the assaults of free radical damage. So the way that this works, number one, oxidative stress is caused from the foods we eat, the air we breathe, the water we drink, either if you work out too much or too little. I've done 2 70.3 Ironman. I've been in the martial arts for 57 years, and I've beat up my body quite a bit. And so overtaxing the body can do it, and undertaxing the body can do it. The Wi-Fi, the EMF from the telephones, all the stuff, taking medications, all creates the oxidative stress. And if you look at this picture, look at the GMOs, the genetically modified fruits and stuff, the watermelons, and that's a real photo. Square watermelons. Why? Because it's modified. People are eating too many horrible things for themselves. It's terrible. I'm plant-based and vegan. I did it just because I want to be healthy as I possibly can, along with Protandim and along with our activation, because I want to still be around for my kids because I'm so much older than them. So one molecule of an antioxidant neutralizes one free radical, 1-to-1, and then it's done. You want to equate Protandim, eat 400 oranges a day, 500 cups of broccoli, 110 cups of blueberries, or 120 vitamin C's equates to what one Protandim does. So one molecule of an antioxidant grabs a free radical and then they're done, because those are direct antioxidants. With Protandim, one molecule of an antioxidant neutralizes up to 1 million free radicals per second and every second inside your body. Milk thistle, turmeric, green tea, bacopa, and ashwagandha. It's the ratio of these 5 herbs that creates this synergistic effect by turning on that NRF2 protein. If you go to a website called PubMed, www.pubmed.gov, type in the word oxidative stress. You can't buy your way into that website. You will see over 250,000 studies specifically on oxidative stress. I joined this company almost 11 years ago. There were under 60,000 studies, and it took 40 years to get to the 60,000 studies. And talk about this timing, which is really amazing. So with having those studies done and having 250,000 studies that specifically relate to oxidative stress, this is a no-brainer. It's the biggest kept secret. So I'm going to talk about the Tri-Synergizer. So we didn't know what we didn't know, NRF2 activation. There's also NRF1 activation. And what is that? That is enhancing the most important aspect of your body, and that's your mitochondria. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of your cells. It's connected to something called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And when our mitochondria depletes, we deplete. And when we can enhance I'm going to just go straight over here because it's really important that we just see this. When we can enhance, we improve our performance through energy production, enhance cellular health. The cells that become weaker, that cause the oxidative stress, we're able to repair that mitochondria and eliminate the toxins through the oxidative stress, eliminating it with the NRF2. There's a third part of it. How many of you have heard of people doing intermittent fasting? It's actually called autophagy. As we restrict our caloric intake, it is actually healthier for you. But what happens when you do that, it increases a protein called sirtuin, and it increases a pathway, a molecule called NAD. Now, when you do that, imagine eating 800 calories every single day for the rest of your life. Bet you can't imagine that, because you'd be tearing your friends and neighbors and your wife and husbands and kids' heads off by not getting enough. But it increases the sirtuin protein and the NAD molecule by 94%. Now, you can go to a health food store and buy NAD enhanced products, but guess what? It enhances it by 2%. What Protandim NAD Synergizer does, the ratio of the herbs in there, it helps boost your mental and physical energy and supports your body's inflammation response, and also maintains a healthy cholesterol level in your body. But what happens is within 24 hours, it enhances your NAD molecule and your sirtuin protein. You ready for this? By 100% without having to do caloric restriction. The 3 of these Protandims together enhance themselves by 1,786% by taking the 3. It's called flipping the switch. It's becoming the best version of yourself. And it's the biggest kept secret. So this is our line. And so again, the 3 theories of aging there, we have an omega-3 that is second to none because they're from the cold waters. Do you know that when you take fish oil and you get that fish burp, that's because most of the fish oil is rancid. From catch to capsulation is less than 6 hours. Nothing's like that. Our True Science anti-aging skincare is so amazing. It has a perfectant lotion that gets the ability to go in 3 layers of your epidermis. We have an eye serum. If you get the eye serum in your eyes, guess what? It doesn't burn. It's not a glycolic peel. I use it to shave my head every single day, or when I shave anyways. Our weight maintenance system, like I told you, our hair care system. Now think of when you wash your hair, like me, when you wash your hair, how it lathers. The lather actually isn't good. What it ends up doing is clogging your follicles. Our shampoo is more of a cream, and it goes in and cleanses the follicles. Our conditioner, 57% less hair breakage in 8 days. Yes, ladies, 8 days less hair breakage. And our serum that we use goes in and reactivates the follicle after it's cleaned. We don't have anything that's this good, except for that we carry this in our salon, than the products that we carry in our hair salon. Now, our energy drink, Axio, L-theanine, quercetin, DMEA, New Zealand pine bark extract, and it's sweetened with monk fruit and stevia. This stuff gives you body clarity and mind clarity at the same time. It's not like the Red Bulls, Rockstars, Monsters. That stuff is terrible for you. The more you drink of this, the healthier you get. We have also something called Daily Wellness, which is our postbiotic. That is fermented yeast, elderberry extract, vitamin C, vitamin D3, and zinc. The ratio of these 5 in the synergistic effect boosts your immune system like you can't imagine. Now, let me ask you this. How many people do you know, especially where we are in the world today, would like a better immune system? Of course, everybody you know that would agree with you that is not looking at information like this or listening to information like this. And if you look at the bottom right here, this is the new line of CBD. This is absolutely phenomenal. We don't just throw a bunch of products out there because we want to make money. We create products that change people's lives. By sharing this information, it changes your wallet. It's changed my wallet, and I'll explain that in a moment. So if you look at this, you see this guy, he did our weight maintenance challenge with the visceral gut fat. I don't care how much he tries to suck that gut in. I'm telling you, it's not going to look like that. That was a 90-day challenge. Now that lady on the left side, on the next to him, they both won the competition, but look at the differences. That's just from doing correct activity. Now, I just gave you this, and it also comes in decaf. Just think of that, a decaf energy drink. Absolutely. Now, if you look at the bottom right, this is a study that a comparison that they did from day 0, day 30, and day 60. The same exact lighting, the same camera angles and everything, the same facial expressions from this woman. Can you tell the difference of how she looks in 60 days? Smoother skin, more luminous skin. It's more hydrated. This stuff, there's nothing else in the world like it. Show me a product that's better than this, and I'll challenge you on that. Now I'm going to talk about what this is one thing. If you look at the guy up on the top corner here, he had eczema. What do you think his self-confidence level was to go out in public like that? He gratefully ran into somebody that shared this with him. Taking just the NRF2 activation and using just the one skincare, the anti-aging cream, 90 days. Look at the difference of that bottom, the bottom right corner of him there. And then you could see these other pictures of rosacea. It just is amazing when you could shift and activate your body's ability. So, and here's the hair care. 8 days of using it. Can you tell the difference on that lady? Now, we can't make a claim that it grows hair back, but you look at this thicker looking hair from doing the right activity with your hair, okay? And then, of course, our little pets. Shinier coat increases playfulness, and we've got studies on this. Supports joint health because dogs age 7 times faster than humans. I'm going to shift, and I know we're getting close on time, but I want to play this. Think of where we are in the world today. Think how many people have lost their jobs, how many businesses have closed because of all that's happened, not just from the past 18 months, but just the way that the world works. Take a look at this 2-minute video clip and we'll wrap up.
world is changing faster than ever. What used to take decades is now taking years or even months.
What you see right now is the illusion that people have had for many decades and about the workplace being this secure place to work the rest of your life. For the first time in the history of our nation, our children will not do as well as us.
We've seen our friends get laid off. We've been laid off. We've had our pay cut.
People are overworked and underpaid. They seem to have less time and less freedom. They live under constant pressure.
This is going to be forced. And so even if your employer loves you, they may have to cut you.
There's something wrong that on Monday morning, the heart attack rate increases by 35%. Technology is accelerating, job security is declining. It just doesn't seem like the old models of making a living are as reliable as they used to be.
Every aspect of our lives, there's a better way out there, but we're still doing it the old way.
We live in the greatest country on the planet, and there are a lot of people sitting around complaining and being cynical.
Like everyone's whining about this old model, and I'm like, why don't you leave it? Look at all this over here. Look at all this opportunity.
Since so much of our lives revolve around our work and the way we make our living, many people are thinking there just has to be a better way.
The biggest challenge facing our world today is not making money, is what are we going to do with all the displaced unemployed people?
People are afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid that maybe I don't have the skills. Hey, sports fans, industrial age is dead over. It's dead. It's dying.
That's why going to school to get a job is an obsolete idea. A steady paycheck is an industrial age idea.
A steady paycheck is an industrial aged idea. Think about that. Think about how many people you know that aren't living their life the way they used to. Think of the people that are, in 1 year, I'll be 65, that they work and now they're working at Walmart as a greeter. A proven system and mentorship to have work from your laptop, social sharing, Facebook, and many other platforms that you can get a hold of thousands of people. Connect with a team. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Systematic regional and corporate trainings, weekly meetings, just like this Zoom presentation, three-way calling, and mentorship. Take control of yourself. Work directly from your cell phone. I could work from anywhere in the world. And in this business, so can you. Take control of your own life choices. Have you ever heard of a company called BlackRock or Vanguard? BlackRock, a $7 trillion investment company. Vanguard, I think they're a $4 trillion investment company. Guess what? They invested into LifeVantage. That is right. The biggest firm in the world is invested into LifeVantage. And here is Warren Buffett, one of the best investments he's ever made. Network marketing today is more widely accepted than any time in its 60+ year history. Right place, right time, biggest kept secret, guys. But I'm going to tell you this, nobody, and I mean nobody, has what we have in LifeVantage. Health is the most important. Science backs it up, and we have both of them. Now you're going to ask yourself, can I do this? Well, we are dedicated to your success. A simple paint by number system built through a mobile phone. Think of that. Incredible corporate leadership. I'm telling you, our corporate leadership is second to none. Amazing mentorship and an absolute proven system. And the only thing you need to be an expert in is your why, your dreams, and have a massive burning desire to achieve it. Become an influencer and develop influencers. LifeVantage support, worldwide customer and distributor support, the mobile app with AI, artificial intelligence. Man, this app that we have, you just sit in your house and send things. You know when someone's looked at it, you know how much they've watched it, and we have a whole library of stuff. And guess what? It's free to use. You don't have to buy it. Monthly marketing calendars and complete professional graphics and compelling campaigns. So let's talk a little bit about money really quick. Linear income. I know a lot of people that have worked 40, 50, and 60 years trading time for money. We are at the forefront of nutrigenomics. 95% of those linear working people cannot retire at 65. That's why they go work at Walmart, because they've worked 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. And all of a sudden, when they retire, they get 40% of what they could barely live on. How are they supposed to live? When you have the ability to leverage income, you work 2 to 5 to 10 years. You can create your own retirement assets and your own residual income. Look at this. Everybody, let's just look at this. 20 years, you go to school. Let's hope. So 40 to 50 years, you earn money. What are you supposed to do besides not knowing what to do? Sit and die and wonder how you're going to make extra money. But when you can leverage your income, you go to school for the 20 years, you work 5 to 10 years and earn while you learn. And guess what, guys? You can do what you want, when you want, whenever you want. I've been called every name in the book by being in the industry of network marketing, but I'm going to show you really quickly what I'm what's called a Pro 8, what a Pro 8 can make. And this, again, is a $200 billion industry. Timing is everything. Just think, I know people that still have flip phones. So they're called the laggards. But there are some people, when the new iPhone comes out, they're waiting a day or two in line just to get that. So the momentum of growth happens 80% in a very short period of time. How do you get started? $50 distributor kit. And believe it or not, you get almost $50 worth of products in that. But that's called the business in the box. But we have 3 different packs. One pack isn't on here. That's called a silver pack. $300 plus the $50, and you get about $450 worth of product with that. You get 20% discount when you first buy it. You only buy the pack once. Gold pack and platinum pack. I'm going to talk about those. You get a ticket to our next event, which is like $200 plus. And our next event is in Utah in October. That's our global convention. I've never missed an event. Never missed an event. So you get about, for $600 plus $50 distributor kit, you get almost $900 worth of products. You can do what you wish. Use the products. It isn't a bunch of products that's going to sit on your shelf. Share it with friends and family. But our platinum pack right now, instead of it being $1,200 plus $50, is $999, and you still get the same amount of products with it. And you get a 30% savings. That's phenomenal. You're getting almost 50% off. And when you come into this, you share the information, the company sends you thank you checks. The assets, corporate leadership, our production is amazing, quality control, shipping, free shipping over $100 of product when you order it, free shipping no matter what. The customer service, the IT and the websites, the advertising, the marketing, the legal and compliance. We've got attorneys from Apple, Coca-Cola, and Disney that work for us now. And our events and our promotions that we have are second to none. So level up your bank account, guys, with LifeVantage. How do you get paid? We get paid weekly and monthly. But let's look at this, for example. Now, what people strive to get the foundation rank, and the ranks are called Pro 1 to Pro 10, and then Executive and Master and Presidential. And let's say that you get to the point, and some people do this in their first month, you get to the level of Pro 3, that's $5,000 of volume, of just overall volume. The average income of a Pro 3 is $580. Let's say you're spending $200 on products for yourself to make yourself healthier, and you're making $580. Are you going to quit? I don't think so. Let's look at a Premier Pro 5. I hit Premier Pro 5 in 3 months in this company. The residual income is $2,500 a month. Residual. That's $30,000 a year. Do you know how much money you have to have in a bank account to make $30,000 residual? How about $3.5 million? How many people are going to save $3.5 million? Now let's look at the elite ranks. People can hit the elite ranks in a year or less or more, depending on how much you do. over $11,000 of monthly residual income. That's over $100,000 a year. Do you think that would change your life? If you can help enough people change their lives, I promise you it'll change your life. And if you look a little bit lower, see, I'm a Pro 8. You see that number? It's over $22,000 a month. Now, I'm a massage therapist for 47 years. Let me ask you this. How many massages do you think I have to do to make that kind of money? Right. What do you have to do? How many hours do you have to work to make that kind of money? Now, executive Pro 10s make over $100,000 a month. That's ridiculous money, but it's real. And I know them. They're all friends of mine. So if you look at this, where we pay the middle ranks the most money in our company. And again, the average monthly income helps families all over the country and yet all over the world. Now, we get paid weekly and we also get paid daily, monthly, weekly, and daily. We get Smart Start bonuses from 30 to 40%. Our customer and distributor are launch bonuses. We have royalty commissions. We have generational matching bonus. If you know what a generational matching bonus is, you get paid in the 10%. You get a match of the residual of anybody you personally enrolled, and 4 levels of 5% no matter where they are in your organization. And we have an elite bonus pool. Now, if you look at the bottom right corner, we take 4% of the global gross volume of what this company is doing. We're a $250 million company. And 1% goes to the 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s. Another percent goes to the 8s, 9s, and 10s. Another one goes to the 9s and 10s, and then the 10s get to share that pool. And if you see that Jeep there, there's a program that's called My Life Venture. That was my Jeep right there. And the company rewarded me with that Jeep. We build networks of customers and we build networks of distributors. And let me tell you guys, a lot of those networks of customers become distributors because they see this with their big eyes and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe how I feel. I want to share this with other people. And I want to change my financial future. So the 4 key components that I talked about, the timing. Did I hit that right? You understand? We're on the NASDAQ. We're publicly traded, full income disclosure. The product, validated by the National Institute of Health. Scientifically proven to extend lifespan by 7% through the National Institute of Aging. That's a fact. There's so much more that I can't share it all right now. The comp plan that pays the brand new person, the part-time person, the full-time person, and the big-time person. If you could be in this company in LifeVantage, if you're in LifeVantage, that's one thing, but when it gets into you, it's a different story. The mentorship is second to none, and I'm blessed to be part of our mentorship. It's just the family that we've built. In 3 weeks, I'm going to Cabo San Lucas because the company rewarded us just from doing the correct activity. And if you're an elite level, the company rewards you and sends you, like they're sending us to Maui, all expenses paid. Unbelievable. Just from doing the right activity. When was the last time your company sent you to Maui for a week, sent your family to Maui and paid for everything? Everything. Second to none. We are at the forefront of nutrigenomics. I want you to see how dreams do come true. I just feel exhilarated. I can't even explain how I feel. There's nothing else like it. There's nothing else like it.
I was, petrified to have a kid and not being secure financially.
As a massage therapist and a martial arts instructor, I was petrified on the income that I was making. When I found network marketing, it changed my life like I thought I never would.
The main goal for him, he was trying for a while to get the Jeep.
What can happen at the long duration of time when you don't give up is unbelievable. Out of days, weeks, months, and years of waiting for a dream, at this very moment, it just got here. JL 2018 Rubicon. When someone told me no, I just looked at them and they're saying no, not right now. Because eventually they're gonna say yes because of the life-changing products that we have.
LifeVantage changed my whole idea of the industry.
He has built this business one person at a time with his heart. And I'm telling you, I'm so proud of you, Michael. I'm so proud.
Yeah. I stayed steadfast. And because of that, it put me in a position that we have Mateo now. It's all worth it. It all pays off, period. Never depend on a single income. Make an investment of time and effort to create your second source. My dream came true. What about your dreams? I know I went a little long with this, but the information is very important for you to understand because this is something that you can utilize. You can share this video with people from the point that they don't know anything about it for them to make a decision. Make a decision if this is something for you. That's what's important. My name is Michael Epstein, and I'm a grateful LifeVantage distributor. And I want to thank you guys very, very much for taking the time and thank the person that invited you to this. Okay? Appreciate you all. Take care. Have an incredible night. And may God bless you and your families.